Suge said that Tupac wasn't technically signed to death row?
Yeah, he kind of threw that out there. But then in the next interview, or the next thing, he's always talking about how he was signed to death row. And so that's what this Suge was saying. Well, technically, because his contract was assigned to him by Interscope. It was an assignment.
Right, because he was already signed to Interscope.
Correct.
But I think Jimmy Iovine wanted Tupac on death row because it was less of a headache for him.
He wanted anybody that would take it because he had a #1 album in the country. But they had this deal that was really going on with Time Warner and Dolores Tucker and all of that. And Jimmy and Ted Fields was trying to sell half their company, and they was having a hard time. They had eventually had a deal with Time Warner where they were buying a 50% stake of it for $150 million that they had to give back because of what was going on with Dolores Tucker and Bob Doyle and the vice president.
Ice-T, the cop killer thing was happening during that time. Yeah, I remember all that time. Yeah,
and so they couldn't deal with it. Plus, Tupac was Tupac, y'all. We put a halo on Tupac's head and all of that.
Right. Well, didn't Dolores Tucker kind of try to extort Suge Knight?
Well, she sued because Tupac put a lyric on there. I think he called her.
Yeah, Dolores Tucker, you a motherfucker.
Yeah.
instead of raise me up, try and pull down a brother or something like that.
And he said something about, I said in the deposition or at the mediation with the judge, the federal judge, where her whole claim was she couldn't have sex with her husband. she had all these claims in the particular lawsuit. And Interscope, big corporations can't deal with this. We're going to find this out with this Drake and Kendrick situation with how the big companies and how people go after them and how their exposure is so much more and can be so much more costly where they'd rather cut ties with you than have to take that negative public, And plus the main thing that Time Warner was trying to do is what we know them for today. They were trying to get in the cable industry. With the TVs, they knew that's where the money was. And that's what the people that were in control, the White House was telling them, hey, well, not dealing with the type of rap music, and so they had to cut ties with that type of music. That's the real behind all of that.
Well, I remember reading, and I can't find it online right now, but at one point, I guess, Dolores Tucker met with Suge Knight and basically was like, yo.
Miss Dionne Warwick, she brokered that deal.
Yeah, I guess it was like, told Suge that he needs to stop doing gangster rap and to give her a label deal with like a studio to do like uplifting music. And I think Suge just sort of walked out of it. Like,
it was a meeting actually with Dionne Warwick and Miss Dolores Tucker, where I think actually Quincy Jones set it up. And they met and they tried to work it out. They went to her house but Miss Dionne Warwick they were on some other stuff. Suge and them heard her out, but they didn't hear him,
Right.
You heard him, but you didn't hear him.
Well, yeah, I mean, you really can't tell Suge Knight or really anyone from that time, hey, listen, you're going multi-platinum on every release.
Yeah.
Totally switch your format because I'm telling you so.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
But they did tone their stuff down. They were calling females on wax a lot, using the B word and stuff like that. And so that's what they mainly wanted them to tone down.